bushes like walking in dried cornflakes today. We haven't seen much of anything so far, but we're not done. But let's see what I got up ahead. It's a genuine walk up too. Oh, what's that? So for this Cabela's Laser Pro Mag, that's now a moose, 2 deer, a rabbit, and a grouse. Dad. What? A grouse? Another one? Oh, there's a mouse. He's so close, I don't know if I can get him. 2 grouse would be something. I gotta just basically eyeball him. I'm gonna hit that log, it could hurt me. Well, that's the end of that. I don't know. Well, I guess that's a moose, 2 deer, a rabbit, 2 grouse. I wonder if there's going to be any other ones. I stand here, let's see. Oh, the blood's, ugh. Ugh. I don't know, that was a pretty risky shot, like with that thing here, could bounce back over there. Look at that, eh? So I guess he's dead. Yeah, I hit him low, I knew it. Well, at 3 yards when you're sighted for 25, it's like, that's a nice big grouse too. Yeah.
Nice. If you look where I'm standing, by my boots, I was talking to Dad and I looked to my side and he was standing right on that log and Dad shot him from right there.
Well, I had to shoot over that log there.
He was just staring at me.
So I was worried about hitting that log, but
guess he thought we couldn't see him.
I hit him between the hips, but that's femoral arteries.
He's hooped.
Dead. I'm sighted anywhere from, I shouldn't talk too loud because we got to rise to cross here. I'm sighted in for 20 yards to about 35 yards just on my top pin of this thing because I shoot 60 on my bottom pin. The velocity is really high, it's 308 feet per second. But there you go, there's a nice example of a Alberta rough grouse, and that's the hen, I think. She's nice and big, nice big breast. Oh, look where it came out. Perfect, right through the center of the breast. So actually, when you look at the angle that she was standing, through there, and exit wound right through the heart. So you can't get much better than that, actually, eh? So we've got to keep the head and stuff on these things because for our rules. Okay, and I can see. Here's a lesson for you right here. Look at that. It's my buck blaster. Look at that. It fell out and I walked right past it. That could be fatal. These are Trophy Ridge quivers, and in this brush, they are always doing this. They don't grab tight enough. Alright, so we got 2 grouse down in about 10 feet. One over here somewhere. There's the cock, brothers. That's the cock here. Oh, he's really got a nice breast on him. So there's the cock bird. And the hen bird, I think. So long ways to go. We're gonna set up a spot and see if we can get an elk in on us, and or something, a white-tailed deer or a mule deer or something. Like I mentioned, we can't shoot buck mule deers, but the rest are open to us, so let's see what we can do. Day's not over yet. Ready? Okay, now that we're home, I'm going to take care of these grouse. There's a few ways of doing it, but I prefer the step on the wing method. But I want to show people not to waste the legs and the wings and stuff on grouse, okay? So all you do is just pull on them, okay? And you can see how that just takes the whole of everything basically right out of your grouse. And I'm going to save some of these feathers too for fly tying, and the wing feathers are actually adequate for making feathers. Like, look at how nice those are for fly tying. So I'm going to save some of them. I always save some. Okay, so we have to keep our birds intact here in Alberta, so that's why I brought them home like this, because the game wardens have to be able to look at them and stuff. So anyway, basically just peel your leg back until you come to this here. You can either whack it off or just come to this little joint, but then it's like a little chicken drumstick. Take hold of it like that, do that. You're going to get a few feathers on things, don't worry about it. I usually grab them right here and I pull from here. And so you can see if you wanted to pluck them, they're no different than a chicken. You can pluck them. And if you're going to be out in the bush, pluck it. So this is the one I think it, yep, that's where the broadhead went right there. So they're massive damaging these broadheads. So normally I come in right here, break it a little bit, and there she is. Back to the thing. Even though I hit it with the broadhead, I'm still going to get a little bit of meat. So I'll show you the other one. Hopefully it hasn't been broadheaded on this one. Now you see how if you go right up into here, you come right up into here, right up at the top here, break it back. You can come right in here with your knife and get a really nice big chunk of meat out of there. So I usually go right there, come right along it. There's one that's not damaged. So clean them up. Broadhead caught it there a bit. So that's a nice sizable chunk of meat, and people throw it away, right? And that's sort of what I want to go. This is a smaller bird, so the other one will be bigger. I mean, I don't save the back. You could. If you're plucking it, well, then you get the whole bird, right? So then that's basically just a bit of refuse. But when you pull them out like that, these feathers really love to cling to you. There's the neck. So now I get all that neck. And there's the neck. Okay? And all the rest is basically waste. I don't bother with that at all. Okay? Come up to here, just grab it like that and peel it. And wow, that's what a broadhead does. So you got two choices. You either don't have a grouse. There goes the crop, and I want to get this little bit of this is the heart right here. That's the gallbladder. So I cut right here and right here. Don't tell me I'm cutting towards my hand. Don't want to hear it. There. And well, maybe I'll save some of that gizzard. The broadhead hit that too. So we'll hopefully the other gizzard's better. These gizzards have a lining right here. It's a hard little lining there. See it? See how clean that'll come? So when I wash it up, Yeah, it'll taste like berries. It'll still be okay. I can still eat that. And there's the gizzard. And it wouldn't be like that if you shot it with a 22. There's the heart and the liver. Take the little piece of the lung off here. I'm going to actually separate them. There's the heart and the liver. So what I'm trying to show here is that you want to get all the meat out of these things. So I like to be outside to do this, but I'm tired. We've been dragging our butts through the bush all day. So you can get a lot of meat from the wings, and people think you can't. They still throw it away. So when you're done with a grouse and all said and done, you actually have quite a bit of meat. See, so peel that back. I'm not worried about the messiness there. That's what I'm after. See? And you can in fact even go further, but okay, it's a grouse. Don't go any further than that. There you go. And here. And there you go. So the explosive wound of a broadhead. So now when you put it all together and you start adding up grouse, you got a nice bunch of meat. You know, like if you throw this away, you have 10 grouse. Pretty soon you've thrown away a lot of meat. And it's amazing. Even these little wings add up. So I just wanted to show, this is the bird that I hit back through here. So that's what a laser pro mag does. You can see the 3 blades exactly, but you can see that actually was a perfect shot. So normally when I'm taking the feathers off a grouse for the wing, I start actually right here. I don't start from the other side. I start right here and I pull this way. See? And I can cut it off right there after just that pull. I mean, you can get a little bit fancy if you want and go down here and you'll have a fancy wingtip, but okay, right there. And you usually can just twist it off. And if not, well, out comes the old feather Lady Mora. So that's it. So just start from here, okay? Pull your feathers this way. There, see? It's cleaned right off one pull. Give it a twist. And a cut. And that's your wings. Then to separate the wings is just like any old chicken. You just come right in here and you cut it off. Come right in here. And you cut it off. Right through the joint. See, you can see that's starting to get quite the pile of meat. I don't think this thing even has a heart. The broadhead went right smack, right through there. So whether it's even got a heart has to be decided yet. We'll find out. And whether it's got legs is almost debatable. Here's the legs from that one. So, well, that's pretty mangulated, but oh well. So, again, same old deal. So these are the legs from the other grouse that got hit near the back. So it doesn't have much meat to offer. So just remember when you're, using a pellet rifle or a 22 or a shotgun, shoot them in the head. I don't shoot grouse in the head, by the way. I shot too many grouse at their heads and nicked them in the neck and stuff and had them run away on me. So I shoot them right in the body with the 22 and so see the broadhead mangled a lot of meat right there. So that's all the meat from 2 grouse. Oh, where's my neck? There's the neck. There's the gizzard, looks intact. So there's the neck. So I'll just say see if you're in the bush and in a pinch, you'd even eat that head. There's the neck. Where'd that gizzard go? Got no heart. It absolutely has no heart whatsoever. None, nada. That's what that broadhead did. Coming through. Okay, so remember I always had it said, there is the gizzard. I'll hold it. By golly. Okay. Well, by golly, we got a tiny piece of the gizzard and the liver. It's pretty much mangulated. And again, it hit the gizzard. There's the gallbladder. We don't want that, so we cut either side of that. Cut it out. Now, I wish I had a good gizzard to show you guys, but Grouse has a tough lining in their gizzard. So, there. So, you open it up, you get hold of this tough lining thing right here, and watch how clean that's going to come. See? And then that's all meat. Obviously, it's going to go in a bowl of salt water. So there, that's all the meat I got out of those 2 grouse. Okay, so what I wanted to show here as 2 grouse, how much meat you would be wasting as represented against the size of the breasts. And this is the only leg here that's kind of representative of, you know, all of them got hit by the broadhead. So that's the only one that's kind of representative of what a leg should look like. So, but there's your legs. And I mean, you imagine if you're throwing your legs away. Okay? See, this one here got mangled by the broadhead and compared to that one. And then here's the little wings. Little chubby little wings, see? Look at how nice those little wings are. You know, and they're all cleaned up, and that's nice little wings. And they make, everything makes a lovely little meal. I gotta clean it up a little bit more yet, but, you know, and even the neck. I chew away at the neck, there's meat there. The gizzards have got a lot of meat, and they're, obviously they've been both shot right in half. So, you know, they're almost half their regular size. But anyway, just shows you all the different components added up. These are like eating little vitamin pills, and there's your hearts and the whole bit, man. There's your little vitamin pills. But you see, when you compare it against, there's a lot of meat, and people are throwing this away all the time, and it makes me angry because they just strip the breast, they just go like this, pop the breast out, throw all the rest away. And I mean, yeah, there's a lot of meat on the breast, but you know, like that's a big chunk of meat. But why throw it all away? Like if you have, you know, 20 grouse, that's a lot of meat. Last but not least, a good dollop of salt. I like hot water. Some people like cold. Give it a good wash 4 or 5 times, and then into some salt water and into the fridge. Okay, thanks for watching. Tossdart.